What do you guys see there? Well, let me tell you what I personally see. Some people see a moody day, which means cloudy, almost getting to rain. It's bad for most people because they can't go with their new sneakers on in their feet. But I don't have sneakers. Anyway, I've been thinking, because it's that cloudy, I've been thinking let's do a some photography. Clouds are very good for a soft light on people, and especially it's good for urban, and it's good for urban. It's good for urban photography, which means you can shoot buildings and I don't know, architecture that looks very well with a soft light coming from those clouds. And I've been thinking, what if we do some portrait? And because me and Radu were gonna go and have some fun, and we're gonna take a walk with our bikes and stuff like that, what if we do this moody photography in the downtown? In the downtown we have lots of places where we can do those things, and with the help of Radu we can use better quality photos. Because if you didn't know, I have some pictures on my photography account that are basically very cropped, but because the RAW is such a good friend of content creators, I can use the full details, the full potential of that photo into Lightroom, but I cannot zoom it like forever. Of course, I'm not gonna just use Radu to be at my tripod. No, I will get him to make some photos to me, and then I'm gonna go and do some photos to him, of course. Especially because Radu looks a bit better, he has better clothes. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun, and let's go. Puppy, 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 little puppy. Okay guys, I just want to show you a quick thing that I learned, that looks very cool. This looks very cool, and like it's easy to do as well if you know how to do the partial roll. Hold on. If I go one and then tap over there. Look how she looks to me. Okay, let's see. That was very cool. So, yeah, it started to rain. I'm gonna film some more shots. I just wanted to get a b-roll here. We're going to the park, so yeah, let's rush it. Atât că prea mult. Așa, de asta, acolo. Bun? Nu, nimic. Așa? Da? Și apoi, dacă poți să ridici un pic, să ridici piciorul, zic eu, 3, 2, 1, ridică. Okay, guys, so I'm thinking about the jump for Radu to do, like he jumps from this to that. But the problem is there are too many steps, and Radu might injure himself. So I'm going to be the stuntman, and I'm gonna try to do it myself. So yeah, wish me luck.
Yeah, one bad idea later.
I'm an idiot, guys. I tried to jump from I tried to jump from that thing, from this thing over here, with the bike, and well, Radu can confirm it didn't end well. I basically, so I went with the wheel straight below here, and I flipped like this. So yeah, interesting. Now I'm gonna have Radu jump from here, and here's gonna jump over there in a nice jump. So guys, I am back at my home office, and right now I just want to show a little bit of my editing process and the things I do in Lightroom to make the photo pop. Of course, I'm not using only Lightroom when it comes about actually good, you know, photos. I also use Photoshop, but in this tutorial I actually want to show you a little bit of both and what you can do to improve the image. So first of all, as you can see, the first thing I do is that I'm cropping the image, of course, because I want to center the handle. Right now here the handle is the actual subject that I want to fit in the middle, because it's like the center of the bike. I'm taking a lot of time using that color balance, and I usually change it a lot along those times. Then I'm going on to the actual good stuff, which is the color grading, actually not the color correction. In this photo I want to make sure that I get darker trees so that we can focus more on the subject and what the subject is doing. That's why I'm increasing contrast, decreasing the exposure. I want to make a darker image with a bit of more pop onto the subject and the highlights basically. I'm not usually into texture, I don't usually use it, but I use the clarity, I don't use the dehaze. I like to pop out the vibrance and decrease the saturation. I don't know, I just saw that somewhere around YouTube. And now this is my favorite part of the whole editing process, and this is the thing that actually improves the photo by a hell of a lot. I just want you to remember the before and after of the tone curves. So basically, right now what I'm doing is an S-curve, which is basically you pop out the highlights and the highlights, and you're decreasing the blacks. And then I just mix a little bit, checking which works with which doesn't work. Now here, people might think, what the fuck are you doing? Because you see the fact that I'm doing the same thing, the same S-curve on the reds. And it doesn't look good. It looks weird. A mix of pink and red and all this stuff. Thank you, Peter McKinnon, by the way. What we're gonna do the same S-curve everywhere. And right now it looks a bit more normal, basically. You just need to do some tweaks until you find the best color contrast between every channel. Now we're going to HSL, the HSL panel. Now red is on Radu's hoodie, so I'm changing that into the best, and I'm playing with those things until I find like the best composite combination. I'm just gonna move those things until I find my favorite look. It's time for us to move on to the masks. So right now what I'm trying to do is to affect only the highlights. I want to darken the highlights a little bit, but without losing the lights from the other image, from the second part of the image. Go to split toning, just influencing a little bit the image. Now on sharpening, I'm just gonna sharpen a little bit the stuff because the phone is usually showing us like kind of a blurry smooth stuff. On the calibration, is just basically influencing the main primary colors of this thing. It looks like it influences a lot my Radu's hoodie, like most of them, which is very weird, but it actually makes the hoodie pop a little bit more, which gives Radu a bit more of an appealing look. Right now I'm creating a radial for decreasing the overall exposure of the whole shot, but the rider over here, which is Radu, like I'm making it a bit less poppy so that Radu can pop. Now I'm making another panel, and this one is for Radu himself, and here I'm just going to make him basically pop a little bit, but at the same time keep on a little bit more of the darkness on the whole shot so that he doesn't look out of place. Now the only thing we need to do, as you can check, you can see that there are people there. So I think you know what time it is. This is time for Adobe Photoshop. Basically what my main purpose is right now is to remove those three people from the shot. I'm basically going to use the, again, clone stamping tool, which basically takes a color or a texture or whatever, takes the texture actually, not the color, of a place, of a spot you selected, and afterwards you just paint over it, basically. And you select the color, paint over it, select the color, paint over it, and make sure you don't screw it up. I don't think there is any need to talk about anything else over here, because it's just a straightforward procedure. You put the paint on another color, you whoosh. I hope I did a short explanation and not like extending it to another 20 minutes of the vlog. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment sections below, and if you like the video, of course, give it a thumbs up because it motivates me to continue further. And until the next time, guys, see ya! Woo!